Hi my dearest traders, and a warm welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be quite good and quite interesting because today I'm going to be trading on the Quotex platform. I'm going to be trading on the OTC currency pairs. So these OTC quotations are currency pairs that only support technical analysis. They do not support fundamental analysis. That's why in today's video I'm going to be only using technical analysis, and I'm going to start with an initial deposit of $50 and try and overclock it until $10,000. Hopefully by the end of this video I'm able to do that, and if I successfully do this, by the end of the video I'll show you how to withdraw your deposit. And also you might like my strategy for today and use it in your trades. And also I'm inviting you to join my private chat in Telegram channel. So I have a private chat where you can ask all your binary questions. You can also use my trading signals to make very good profit, and also you can learn more about binary trading. If you would like to join this private chat in Telegram channel, go under this video. It has a link to my personal chat. Write me with the code word money team and I will add you to this private chat. And also don't forget to support my channel. The only way you can support my channel is by liking this video, sharing this video to your friends and family, subscribing down below to my channel. So let me get started with today's trades. Here above you see we have the resistance level. You can see that earlier the price already touched this level, and currently it's near our level again. After the second touch, you can see there was a rollback down. Then you can see that after the rollback, confident impulsive green candlesticks began to form. That is that the price is approaching our level again. You can see there is some kind of compression. So here I'm going to open the trade for 2 minutes to go up. I think that it's likely in the near future the price will continue moving up, and I think that it's quite possible that this level will be broken through in the near future, since you can see that the price has a good upside potential here. And you can see that right now the price moves up quite confidently. That is, the main price maximums and minimums are getting higher, and this means that it's likely that the price will continue to move up in the rising trend. Let me wait for the end of this trade. This is really good, friends. You can see the price really continue to move up, and you can see the resistance level was broken through as predicted. And here you can see a very confident plus, and 2 minutes was quite enough for this trade. You can see that I just earned on the breakthrough of this level. This situation really worked out well. Let me continue and find another situation. So here we have the support level below. At the same time, I can see that currently there is a good confident downtrend. The price is approaching my level. Also, the main price maximums are getting lower. This means that the price has an excellent downside potential. It's more likely that the price will continue to move directly to the support level. Therefore, I suggest in this situation to open a trade with a reserve for 5 minutes to go down. At the same time, I'm taking 5 minutes with a reserve, taking into account the possibility of a retracement, or there may be a rollback up, and you can see there is still enough space before the support level. Let me watch this price and see the result of the trade. This is really good. As you can see, friends, there was a rollback up, and after that the price has turned around, and I still had time to make very good profit. Let me continue. You can see currently the price has hit a certain retracement zone and is moving in a certain range. Now I'll watch the price a little bit, because it's quite possible that in the near future there will be a trend turn and the price will move up. Or for example, if the price will go beyond the lower limit of this level, then in a similar situation I'm going to open a trade to go down, since in such a situation it's more likely that the price will continue to move to the main level of support. And friends, with any development of the situation, I will act and open a trade, but let me wait and see. So friends, as you can see, after a while the confident impulsive green candlesticks formed, and currently the price is approaching the resistance level. That is, as you can see, the trend has been turned, and at the same time there is quite very little space before the level. You can see the price is moving up quite confidently. Therefore, in this situation, I'm going to open a trade with a reserve for 2 minutes to go up, because it's quite possible the price will continue to move to the level. And at the same time, I'm also using 2 minutes with a reserve, because it's quite possible that after a confident and directed movement, there can be a rollback down or retracement in the near future. That's why I'm taking into consideration all these movements by choosing a time of 2 minutes. But even if there wouldn't be a rollback down, the price will continue to move up. Then I'll be able to make very good profit anyway. But let me wait and see the end of this trade. Very good, friends. You can see the price continued to move up, and also this level was broken through. Here I got a very good profit, and 2 minutes was quite enough for this trade. Also, after the breaking of the level, you can see the price fell into a retracement zone and there was a rollback down. But the most important thing is I managed to predict further price movement and made very good profit. Let me continue. Here we have the support level below. You can see after the first touch of the level, there was a rollback up, and after this rollback, the price turned and came closer to our level again. You can see the main price maximums are also getting lower. So I'm going to open a trade with a reserve for 5 minutes to go down in the downtrend. I think that in the near future, the price will continue to move down, and also I'm going to try and earn on this downward movement. I picked 5 minutes with a reserve, taking into account that there may be a possible retracement, and I'm hoping that this time will be enough. But let me wait and see the end of this trade. This is great, friends. You can see the price continue to move to the level, and I got a very good profit. As you can see, 5 minutes was enough for me here. So I'm going to continue and look for some other working situations. So here I can see we have the resistance level at the top. Also, I can see that after the rollback, the price has turned around and approached my level and is already starting to go beyond its limits. I'm going to open the trade for 1 minute to go up. At this moment, the resistance level is being broken through. So I'm going to try and earn money on this rising movement and on this breaking of the level. You can see it's quite possible that we'll get into the impulsive upward movement of the price. And as a rule, in such situations, 1 minute is quite enough for this. You can see that the price has a good upside potential, so I'm hoping we'll have enough time for the rising movement. Let me wait for the end of this trade. Pretty good, friends. You can see after a small fading, the movement up continued and I got a very good profit. Also, as you can see, the level was still broken through. I managed to earn money on the rising movement here. So let me continue. So here we have the resistance level. Also, you can see that currently the price has approached my level and there is a certain compression. It's quite possible that in the near future this level will be broken. Therefore, I'm going to open a trade for 1 minute to go up. Perhaps we'll get into the impulsive upward movement here, since the price here has a good upside potential, and I'm hoping that in this situation 1 minute will be enough. Let me wait for the end of this trade. This is quite good, friends. You can see there was a slight fading, but after it, a movement up continued. I got very good profit here again, and I again managed to predict further price movement here. And you can see that I was able to earn money on the breaking through of the resistance level. And also in this situation, 1 minute was quite enough. Let me continue. Here you can see there was a good confident rising trend. Also, there is a resistance level at the top. At the same time, we can see that there was a rollback from the level, and after the rollback, the price has turned around and is currently approaching our level. Also, there is still room for resistance. I suggest in this situation to open a trade for 3 minutes with a reserve to go up in the rising trend. Since the price has a good upside potential, it's more likely that the price will continue to move to the level. So here I'm going to try and earn on this rising movement. Also, I took 3 minutes with a reserve, taking into account the possible retracement. Let me wait for the end of this trade. This is awesome, friends. You can see the price continue to move up and I got a very good profit. As you can see, I managed to earn on this rising movement. At the same time, you can see currently there is a certain compression of the level. It's quite possible that in the near future it will be broken through. Therefore, I'm going to watch this price a little bit, and if there's a rollback down, I'll be able to open a trade to go up. Let me wait. So friends, such a rollback down happened and I'm going to open a trade to go up. I'm going to go for 2 minutes. It's likely that in the near future this level will still be broken, since you can see the price has a good upside potential. Also, the main price minimums are getting higher. I hope that in this situation 2 minutes will be enough and we'll have time to earn on this rising movement. Just at this moment, you can see that the green candlestick has formed and it has gone beyond the level, and this is very good. I think that my technical analysis will be reliable here. Let me wait for the end. This is quite good. As you can see, this level was broken through and I got a very good profit. I managed to predict further price movement correctly, and 2 minutes was quite enough for this. Meanwhile, I already have 6,500 on my deposit, so I'm going to suggest opening one more trade for today and show you how to withdraw the deposits. So here we have the support level below. At the same time, I can see that the price has approached the level and currently there is a certain compression. So I'm going to suggest in this situation to open the trade for 1 minute to go down. It's quite possible that in the near future, this level will be broken since the price here has an excellent downside potential and you can see confident red candlesticks are formed. It's quite possible that we'll fall into the impulsive downward movement of the price into the very breakage of the level. So I'm hoping that in this situation, 1 minute will be enough. Let me watch this price and see what will happen in the near future. Well friends, this is pretty good. As you can see, the price continued to move down and I got a very good profit. I managed to earn on this downward movement. 1 minute was enough for me, and at this moment you can see that the level of support is being broken through and I managed to predict further price movement successfully. Meanwhile, you can see I have almost $12,000 as my deposit, and since I managed to achieve my task for today, I'm going to leave an application for withdrawal. So I'm going to press the withdraw button in the upper right corner for this. Immediately after that, I'm going to enter the withdrawal funds menu. Here in the upper graph, you need to set the amount that will withdraw. I'm going to leave the application for around $11,900 and I'm going to withdraw it to Binance Pay. In the next two graphs, you can see my name is indicated. Then I'm going to open the next line and here you need to select Binance account ID or Binance account email. I'm going to choose Binance account email and here I'm going to insert this email of the Binance account. And now that I've filled all the graphs, I'm going to press the confirm button. And this is great friends. As you can see, my application has been accepted into the operation. This means that it will be accepted in the near future and a sum of $11,900 will be written off from the Quotex platform and into the Binance platform. Now I just need to wait for that moment. After the funds will enter my Binance account, I'll show you where and how they are listed. So friends, we are now on the Binance platform. The funds have already been transferred to my account. Now I'll show you how they have been listed. So I'm going to go to this menu and select the transaction history. And I'm going to select the history of payments. This is really great. You can see my last payment. And now I'm going to take a closer look and press the detail button. This is great friends. You can see the deposit was exactly $11,900. And as you can see, the whole amount came in full. So from the moment of application on the Quotex platform until the moment of the bill on the Binance platform, it took a little more than 3 hours. This is quite a good time, but as you can understand, the withdrawal of funds can take a different time. This all depends on the financial department of the Quotex platform. But the most important thing is that this Quotex platform is quite reliable and sooner or later your money will be withdrawn into your account. I've used this platform a lot of times and I've never had any problems with it. So there you have it friends. As you can see, the situations today really worked out quite well and it was quite easy to trade on OTC currency pairs. As you saw, I was able to trade on them using technical analysis, which means I was looking at the support levels, the resistance levels as you saw, and also other patterns on the market before opening trades. And as you saw, I've hit my goal for today and I've shown you how to withdraw, which is quite easy. So if you have any questions concerning today's trade, you can ask them in my private chat in Telegram channel. If you'd like to join this private chat, go in the description box and find a link to my personal chat. Write me with the code word money team and I'll add you to this private chat. And also don't forget to support my channel, and the only way to do that is by liking this video, sharing this video to your friends and family, subscribing down below to my channel, and also hitting that bell icon so you're notified when there's a new video that is posted. Thank you so much for watching, and also I wish you good luck in your trades. Until next time, bye bye.